How's everyone doing today? Happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday to everyone. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Now, today, there's a couple things I want to talk about. One, who is going to be next for Canelo Alvarez? Who is Mr. Cinnamon going to fight next? Another topic I want to talk about is Terence Bud Crawford and what kind of moves he's going to be making here. Hold on, let me turn on the chat, y'all. Let me turn on the chat. I'm still learning how to do this. And yeah, so Terence Bud Crawford, and see what his next move is, okay? We all saw that Terence Bud Crawford stepped aside to let Errol Spence get a shot at the giant at 154, Sebastian Fundora. Obviously, a lot of people didn't like the move of Bud stepping aside, but in reality right now, Bud is going to step aside anybody until he gets a big bag. Obviously, that's what he's aiming for. Servicero Music, salute my brother. How you doing, man? How you doing? So, which is sad, man, because Terence Bud Crawford, man, in his career, kind of wasted a lot of time, and a lot of it was his fault. I get it. He was signed with Top Rank. Bob Arum wasn't doing what he needed to do for him, but at the same time, he re-signed with Top Rank, already knowing this about Bob Arum. And it's crazy because it took Bud a long, long time to get that, you know what I'm saying, the fight, you know, the career-defining fight. He had a lot of fights in between, you know what I'm saying, and we kind of just gave Bud his flowers off of his attributes and what he could do inside that ring. But we cannot look at his resume and say that he had a standout career, because he has not yet. And he's only getting a little bit older. So from here on now, only chasing the bag is going to hurt his legacy a little bit. I hate to say it, but it is. Let me see who we got. Santiago Chavez, salute, my brother. Servicero, you know what, man? That's what I'm saying about Bud's resume, bro. That's what I'm saying. We gave Bud, and I'm guilty of it too, we gave Bud his flowers before he actually earned it or before he did anything inside that ring. Do I really think that Bud is a good fighter? I think Bud is a great fighter. I think he's a great fighter. His resume doesn't say it, you know what I'm saying, his opposition, but what I seen him do in the ring, I believe he's a great fighter, yes. Let me see. I think Bud gets swayed too hard. I mean, hey, JJVF, I agree. The resume is very, very suspect. But you know what? There's a lot of fighters that are active today who have resumes real similar to Bud's. And we got to start calling them out as well. You know what I mean? Let me see. Jesus Areola, salute. I really appreciate your content and work. Hey, I appreciate you stopping through, my man. Thank you. Brad Hill, I don't want to mispronounce Hiller. It's my brother Dylan Doe's birthday, but he goes by Dill. Can you tell him happy birthday, little Doe? Absolutely, man. Happy birthday, little Doe. Much blessings to you, man. Have a great, great birthday from the Truth and Absolute channel. Happy birthday. God bless you, man, for sure. Let me see. Santiago you know, yeah, man, he was actually part of an era, Santiago, talking about Bud, where there was a lot of potential fights out there for him that he just didn't chase. I mean, we're talking about Keith Thurman. We're talking about Danny Garcia. I mean, at that time, there was a lot of fighters from 140 to 147, and Bud didn't fight them, you know? I mean, he took too long waiting, obviously, for the Errol Spence fight. And in between, he was just kind of taking these pauses. And that hurt him. I mean, that hurt him. That's what we remember from Bud's career. He doesn't have a lot of names on there. He beat Errol Spence. I'll give him full credit for that. But it's crazy how he holds on to his pound-for-pound rankings, and Bud's resume is like, you know. I like Bud. I'm a fan of Bud, okay? I'm just speaking the facts. Brad. But he's finding catch. Yeah, you cannot be a bad fighter and accomplish what he has, even if some of those weren't that good. But he's a good fighter, unfortunately. Yeah, Servicero, I agree, man. I agree, man. Hey, Brad, if you did that, man, just to do that, bro, yeah, please don't bring that to my channel, bro. I took time to, I thought I was wishing someone happy birthday, bro. Yeah, I agree, Servicero. I agree, man. I agree. However, man, for Bud Crawford, the thing is that Bud right now could jump in and make a big fight. You know what I'm saying? He could go in and make a big fight. The problem is it's not going to be a big money fight, right? We got Boots right there ready for Bud at any time, but he's not chasing that, okay? There's even talks about Bud maybe getting in a fight, and this seems to just be rumors by now. This is not This is not in stone, but there's talks about a possible Bud-Conor McGregor 2-fight deal where they meet one inside the ring and one's inside the octagon, which is, again, that's super whack, super whack. Let me see, Jesus Areola. I am a fan of Tank, but he doesn't deserve to be a pound-for-pound fighter. Ring Magazine and ESPN. Hey, by all means are they biased, bro. By all means are they biased. The thing is that they're salesmen, bro. But yeah, you Tank, Bud Crawford, let's just stick with those. If you look at their resumes, and I'll be real with y'all, Tank's resume is even worse than Bud's resume. If I'm keeping it real, if I'm keeping it 100, there is not a fighter that Tank faced where you're like, ooh, this is going to be a close one. It would have been Ryan, but the second that he weight drained him, the chances were a lot slimmer. Bud, on the other hand, when he fought Errol Spence, it wasn't a sure thing that Bud was going to win that fight. You know what I'm saying? That going into it, it looked 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Bud just had the style to get him. Let me see. I'm Holy Mindset TV. What is your channel about? My channel is a boxing channel, Holy Mindset. Every now and then we throw something different on there, but it is a boxing channel. We keep it non-biased. Welcome to the channel. But I think that the fight that Bud needs to do right now, and I'm going to say something really crazy. If Bud were to fight Boots Ennis on just regular TV, national TV, you know what I'm saying? You throw that on ESPN, you throw it on DAZN, you just throw it on one of those and don't make it a pay-per-view, you will make a huge boxing event. The problem is we already see Jive Turkey sees some star power in Bud. I mean, he sees something in him, but he wants to make a big money fight with Terence Bud Crawford. And I mean, hey, Jive Turkey is a man of faith, man, because listen, he's over here. Hope it's either Canelo or the 2-fight deal with Conor McGregor is the only thing that's going to make him the kind of paper that he's looking for to sail off into the sunset, which that's what I think Bud is doing. Bro, I really believe Canelo could beat Beterbiev. I think he has a better chance than Bivol. Jesus, that's a really good point, man. That's a really good point. And the reason being, man, is because the whole fight would be different. It wouldn't be, Beterbiev just constantly chasing Canelo around. It'd be him going straight to Canelo. But I would love to just hop in the DeLorean. You know what I'm saying? Just make something happen just to see how it would, how it would play out. And just see in an imaginary world how Beterbiev would react to Canelo's body attack. That's what I say. And one Ballers, who do you have winning, Bud versus Boots? Ugh. I'm going to go with Bud and one Ballers. Okay, I'm going to go with Bud just off of experience. I mean, he could switch hit. Boot is no joke, though. It's not like I picked Bud to run over Boots at all. I'd love to see it, though. I'd love to see it. Let me see. Said Vicero, I agreed. I thought Bud and Spence was going to be closer. Had Bud... Yeah, the thing was, man, that Bud just, he took, if you look at the fight between Bud and Spence, man, pay close attention to this. Errol Spence Jr. has a really good jab. Really good jab. So what Bud started doing is he started jabbing with Errol Spence Jr., obviously making Errol Spence think twice before just throwing that jab out there. Obviously, that changed the whole game plan. Errol Spence never got in his rhythm, and he got his butt handed to him. Martin, how much of a big fight can he make with Bud? We saw the failure card in Los Angeles. So the only fight, said Vicero, that he's going to be able to make, man, is that's why they're pressing Canelo so hard, and that's why they're trying to cross over into the MMA world with Conor McGregor, is for that reason. Because let's be real, what does Conor do for Crawford's resume? Boxing, it doesn't help it. Octagon, bro, you're not an MMA fighter. So once again, he's chasing the bag. You know what I mean? And it's kind of sad though, man, because like, how long is Bud gonna wait for? How long is he gonna keep doing this until he finally lands a fight? It's getting a little. They need to press him a little bit more. It's not cool that he gets a pass, and then you got other fighters like Canelo Alvarez that people love to press. All right, man, let's change the subject now. Who do you guys think that Canelo Alvarez is gonna fight next? And I'm not asking who is he gonna fight, or I'm sorry, I'm not asking who you want him to fight next. Who do you guys think that Canelo is going to step into the ring next? I got my own predictions for that, but I'm going to let you guys go first. Let me hear it. Ooh, Santiago Chavez, that'd be nice. That would be nice. And you know what? I'm not going to write off Artur Beterbiev. I'm not going to write it off. We got Jive Turkey, who loves making big fights. We'll see. Let me see. I think he will fight Mbile. Hey, that's not too far-fetched, man. That's not too far-fetched. Let me see. UBIP for Money Brown TV are my favorite boxing channels. Thank you, N1. Hey, yo, I haven't seen Money Brown TV in a while. Is he still around, man? I used to like his channel. I haven't seen it in a minute. Really well-spoken dude, though. The same with IBFP. Let me see. The Diego guy. Which Diego guy, JJVF? I'm drawing a blank. Which one? I'm going to be real with you guys, and you guys are not going to like this one. And I'm not saying this is the fight that I want to see, okay? This is not the fight that I'm rooting for. But again, let me just throw this out there really quick. Let's just remember that Canelo is no longer fighting for legacy, okay? You can hate him, you could love it, whatever. The thing is, he's no longer fighting for legacy. He's no longer trying to do that. At this point, he's just collecting paydays however he can, which, whatever, you know? Let me see. Oh, Diego Pacheco. I don't think they met. You know what, man? If I'm not mistaken, Servicetto Music and JJVF, Pacheco is part of David Benavidez' camp. I highly doubt that that fight happens because of all the noise that will come up. Unless Canelo just wants to piss off Team Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be real with you guys, though. I think, I have a feeling, I don't know, I could be wrong. I think that it's going to be, Chris Eubank Jr. I have a feeling it's going to be Chris Eubank Jr. in a crossover fight riot season. That's what I think it is. And this is the reason why I think that. Jamal Charlo, I don't think Jamal, man. Jamal got something lined up with what's his name, man? Demetrius Andrade. But I don't see that happening. Let me see. Are you watching? Am I watching Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson? I probably won't, man. I hope Iron Mike knocks him out. Oh, let me get back to it, though. What the hell was I saying? I'm sorry, man. I had a squirrel moment. Oh, the reason that I'm saying that I think it's going to be Chris Eubank Jr. next is because Canelo, when he fought Munguia, he sold it as a Mexico versus Mexico fight, right? People weren't happy about that fight, but he sold it. The next fight, he obviously fought Edgar Berlanga, which Canelo sold it as Mexico versus Puerto Rico, you know, in their fight. And again, a lot of people didn't like it, but he sold it. So what I'm thinking is going to happen now, I'm thinking that Canelo Alvarez is going to, and you guys might laugh, you may not like it. I think that he's going to fight Chris Eubank Jr. next. You know, that's my prediction. Again, I'm not rooting for that fight. I just totally see Canelo fighting Chris Eubank Jr., right? Making it a Mexico versus UK thing. I don't know. Let me see what we got here. Santiago, I really think he will fight Arthur just to piss off Benavidez. That would be epic. I agree with you, bro. I agree. Sevi said, why would Team Benavidez get mad? They failed to activate their mandatory. Yeah, man, but you know how emotional their team is, man. Nerd, I believe Eubanks wants the Ben fight, domestic rivalry. He wants that payday before the Canelo fight. Yeah, you know, the Conor Ben, obviously, we've been seeing them go at it, but who knows, man? We shall see. We shall see. Man, so yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be Chris Eubank. And again, man, it's not the fight that everyone would want, but I think it would be entertaining because of the clash of styles. But there hasn't been really anyone talked about for Canelo's next opponent yet. You know what I mean? Obviously, we're going to see. I mean, it's the end of the year. I'm sure that Canelo is vacationing. I'm sure that promoters are doing their thing. But obviously, like any Canelo fight, we're curious to see who he's going to fight next. You know what I mean? What if they really surprise us? What if the winner of David Morrell and David Benavidez gets the Canelo fight? We don't know. We don't know. Especially if Bivol is trying to activate the rematch right away with Artur Beterbiev. That's going to drag on months and months on end, man. You know what I mean? Don't mind seeing Canelo fight outside the States. Well deserved. Same here, man. Same here. I think Benavidez is a good fighter, but his skills and footwork are not very great. Yeah, I agree. Julian Larada, amen, brother, amen. Yeah, you know, Benavidez, the thing was, man, is that his nickname at 168 kind of gave it away. The Mexican Monster. At 168, he had a huge size advantage over everyone. And I'm not taking away from what David could do inside that ring because size alone is not going to win you a fight. But when you're fighting dudes that you outweigh on fight night by 30, 40 pounds, and you're just naturally massively bigger than these dudes, you know what I'm saying? it is a huge advantage. And of course, you know, David is fast for his size. David got a little bit of pop in his punches. He's a real precise puncher, which a lot of people, oops, sorry about that, y'all, which is really something that's not talked about. But David throws some funky looking shots, but they tend to hit the mark often. So I got to give him credit for that. Let me see. And one ballers. What are my thoughts on Berlanga saying he could beat Anthony Joshua? You know what, dude? At this point, Edgar Berlanga at 200 pounds, it literally becomes a contest of can you touch Joshua's chin? It literally becomes something like that, man, because you touch Joshua's chin and you're more than halfway home. So, I mean, obviously, I think AJ will beat Berlanga, but I see why Berlanga is saying that. Did you see that Berlanga also said that he would knock out Artur Beterbiev? That he is right there, you know what I'm saying, to get hit? That's interesting. That's super interesting. Let me see. Runway Rick. Are catchweights for names and resume better than mandatory and belts? Are catchweights for names and resume better than mandatory and belts? Let me see. Beterbiev versus Canelo, puncher versus counter puncher. What do you think? Lalo, so the fight with Beterbiev and Canelo, what makes it interesting, just to even talk about it, is the clash of styles. I'm sorry, getting tongue twisted. A lot of times, man, this happens really often. You see a fighter perform against someone else, and right away you see his size, you see how he performed. You think that he's going to go into another fight fighting a different opponent, and you're thinking that same guy is just going to run through him. But it's a lot different, man. It's a lot different when it comes to the styles in the fights. Example. Canelo loves a guy coming straight at him. Canelo wants you coming to him, like I said in my last video, because he wants to counter every shot that you're about to throw to him. And since fighters know that, if you go back to the Sergey Kovalev fight, they kind of restrain their punches a little bit. They get a little bit gun shy, although Beterbiev is not that dude. I don't think he'll get gun shy regardless of Canelo's counter punches. But it'd be a different fight because when he's coming in, Canelo will also press him and hit him with the relentless body attack. I don't think Beterbiev has ever experienced a fighter hitting him to the body like Canelo would. Getting hit to the arms, to the biceps, to the chest, everywhere the way that Canelo does. That's where it'd be interesting inside that ring. Of course, Beterbiev brings pressure. He's going to bring it. But I would have to think if the fight would play out how we think it would play out, by around 7 or 8, if Canelo's still in it, I would say that Beterbiev's hands are going to be from right here to right here, and he's going to be feeling that body work. It's too hard to pick a winner, though, man. I ain't thought too much into it, bro. You see Tank hating on Beterbiev and saying Beterbiev sucks. Yeah, you know, that's, you know, who said that? Who said that? Mike Trades. You know, that's the thing with Tank, man. I think that Lomachenko hit it right when he talked about Tank. The dude is a Twitter warrior. Watch, a lot of you guys didn't even notice this, but let me tell it to you guys. You guys notice that every time that Tank has not fought, he goes on Twitter and he calls out a couple of names. He's done it with Conor Benn. Sorry, y'all, my dog's about to mess with the cord. He's done it with Conor Benn. He's done it with a few fighters that he says, oh, this fighter, this fighter, this fighter. And then he ends up fighting a Lamont Roach. Okay, Tank's done that a few times. It's almost like in all the jabbing and all the talking that Tank does leading up to a fight against a Lamont Roach, he likes to make it seem like he's the big dog on campus chasing everybody. He likes to make it seem like he's chasing Devin, like he's chasing Shakur, like he's chasing Teofimo Lopez, like he's chasing all these dudes, like he wants to fight all of them. And then he ends up fighting a Lamont Roach. Go back and see how long he's been doing this for, because that's the Tank style, okay? That is the Tank. That is how he became Tank Davis, what he is today. He's a boxing star, pound for pound list, and he fights Lamont Roaches. I went off a little bit there. My bad, y'all. Let me see. I see a lot of openings that Beterbiev has in the Bivol fight, especially to the body. So Lalo's just, I hope I'm saying it right. LA Lowe's, Lalo. So just think about it like this, man. Look how clearly Dimitri Bivol was able to hit Artur Beterbiev to the body. And we know that Bivol is not a big puncher. Imagine Canelo hitting those same shots to his body. I'm telling you, it's a new fight. It's a whole new fight. Servicero Music. Crazy to think that Canelo has to go all the way up to 175 versus Bivol to possibly catch an L. Greatness. He dared to be great. Who do you want Tio to fight next? Yo, I want Teofimo Lopez, okay? I would like to see him get it on with Ryan Garcia, okay? If not, I want him to call out Tank Davis like he has But again, man, I'm a Teofimo Lopez fan. I am a fan of his, but you just never know what you're going to get with Teofimo inside that ring. Sometimes you see Teo that fought Josh Taylor. Sometimes you see the one that fought Cambosos. But when he brings it, that guy is special. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Jesus Ariola, no, I have not, because I have not purchased the game. However, I am seeing that a lot of people are doing that, so it's probably something that I will do soon. And I asked this on my last live. By now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are playing it. Real quick, yo, how does Undisputed compare to Fight Night Champion? That Juan guy, shout out from Modesto, California. Big shout out to you, my man. God bless. Monster Tune, I agree. Canelo versus Mbili would be just fireworks. It'd be complete fireworks. I'm not going to knock that one out the park, man. I'm not going to knock it out. The thing with Canelo, man, is that he could fight anyone and he could make it an event because he's the A-side. He's the cash cow. Mike Trades, my only thing with Canelo versus Beterbiev is Beterbiev is very strong, and we don't know if Canelo punches will hurt Beterbiev. But Beterbiev hits like a Mack truck and can hurt Canelo is what I'm worried about. Let me see. Mario Barrios versus Tio. No, man, I think Mario Barrios is gonna fight. I think they're fixing up to do Mario Barrios versus Tim Tszyu, which would be dope. Yeah, so going back to the Canelo, man, yes, Beterbiev hits like a Mack truck, man, but I don't know if you saw the interview with Dimitri Bivol. Bivol was saying that obviously Beterbiev is probably stronger than Canelo, but as far as how they throw their punches, Canelo likes to, well, you hear Canelo throw punches, and I said this before, 3-punch combination, Canelo, he throws everything behind it. Every punch is intended to knock you out, where Beterbiev, he doesn't stop, he keeps coming forward. Everything that he's doing is meant to break you down over the course of the fight. Let me see. What do you think about the pound for pound list? I got to take a look at it. There's so many different ones out there, and I got to come up with my own pound for pound list. One thing I will say, without a doubt, I got to put Usyk at the top of the pound for pound list. I mean, I'm not a fan of throwing heavyweights on the top of that list, but I mean, how could I not at this point? You know what I mean? Carlos Pena, yo, what's up? Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by the live, bro. Thanks for stopping by. But man, we'll see, man. We'll see what's next for Canelo, man. Let me see. Servicero Bivol also put Stank David. Bivol also put Stay Fourth on his pound for pound list. Okay. Yeah, the thing with the pound for pound list, man, you're going to find, it's very rare that you're going to find the honest ones. A lot of them, man, it's just kind of like salesmen, man. They're just trying to sell the idea of where these fighters can be on the list and just to market them a little bit better, man. That's what I see coming from it. Hey, Monster Tune, that's not far-fetched, man. I think Munguia could go, toe-to-toe with a damn bear. He's just a tough dude. Trump, Biden in a boxing match? Oh, man, I think Trump sleeps him with a 1-2, bro, all day. And then he does his little dance at the end, bro. Hey, really quick, man, not boxing related. Do you guys want to have a really good laugh? You guys want to laugh really quick, man? Could I get a, yeah, okay. So check this out. Obviously, man, you guys know my channel was really dull for a very long time. It's still not where I want to get it, but you see I added a little bit of stuff in the back. So your boy is learning how this works. I ain't got an iPhone. I ain't got a 4K camera over here looking all crazy. So your boy just works with what I got. Now, you guys ready to laugh? Y'all know it's the Truth and Absolute channel, right? Okay, so read that sign at the top. It's supposed to say truth, but it says truth to me, but in the camera, it says whatever truth says backwards. So, hey, that's a little bit of Friday humor, man, that, for you guys to laugh. My son was like, hey, yo, Dad, isn't it going to show up backwards in the thing? And I'm just like, damn it. So I will order a new one. I'll probably get a bigger one, but that's a little laugh for you guys, Let me see. Basically, 5 of the 6 on the pound for pound list are a fighter who just fought in Saudi with Turk. Yeah, Turki Al-Ashik is not good for the boxing world, in my opinion, man. He's just not, it appears that way, man, but he's not a boxing fan, and that's what I get from it. He's just not a boxing fan. All right, yo, so I'm getting ready to wrap it up here, man. Let me see. We don't care about that. This channel. Oh, man, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, my man. Monster Tune. Thank you, man. Thank you. Anyway, man, I'm going to keep going with my day, bro. Thank you guys all for stopping by, ladies and gentlemen. Here, last question. Who do you think has a better resume so far between Spence and Terence Bud Crawford? I'm gonna be real with you. Spence's resume is way better than Bud's. Way better than Bud's. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, man. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have a good day too, man. Much love to you guys. God bless. Thank you for taking the time on my channel, man. I sound like a Jay-Z song, but you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate you, man. Enjoy your Friday. Much love to you guys, man. I'll speak to you on the next one. God bless and peace. Have a great weekend, my brother. Peace, y'all.